guests. We have Gus and Darrell, and they are going to be talking with us a little bit about Appalachian State University's Diversity Celebration coming up next Tuesday. This is a really exciting event. Thank you both so much for coming in to talk with us about it.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yep, you're welcome.
Absolutely. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about the Diversity Celebration for any of our viewers who may not be familiar with what it's all about?
Sure. So my role is that I serve as the director of the Office of Multicultural Student Development, and one of my functions is to organize the planning committee at Appalachian that puts on this annual event. The Diversity Celebration was started in 2002, so we're in our 13th year. Wow. And the initial idea was a graduate student working in one of our offices who just asked the question very simply: do we do something where we celebrate diversity or bring different cultures together? And the answer was, well, no, but we should do that next year. Yeah. So that was in 2001. So in 2002, we started this event in a really small way that was about bringing together different cultures. One, to celebrate them, but also to expose the greater community about the wide variety of cultures that are represented right here in Boone. So very simply, the Diversity Celebration is really a celebration of Boone. If you look at the schedule, which is on our website, diversity.appstate.edu, you'll recognize that every performance, every group of musicians, every storyteller, everything going on is in somehow connected to folks that live in Boone or in the high country. So really, it's a celebration of our community. And secondly, we hope that the Diversity Celebration inspires people to become curious about the world around us. Not just, the kids that are in school, the folks in our family, but also those that live and work here, that it might inspire us to meet more of our neighbors. So to answer your question, the Diversity Celebration is a really great festival where if you attend, you'll listen to everything from some great bluegrass music that's very local and very wonderful, some very talented banjo players, some ballad singers, mariachi music, bagpipe music, Caribbean steel drum music, all kinds of things that'll be present that day that folks can experience.
Lots of variety there.
Yeah.
That's great. It makes it fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Depending on where you are in the building, in the student union, you'll be moving from room to room, and the sounds that you'll hear, the food that you'll smell, and the conversations that you'll hear going on all speak to how great Boone is and how great the high country has been about inviting in and welcoming different people to join our community over the years, and it's all free.
That's always good too.
Yeah.
Free things are good. I know I came out last year, and it's so much fun. There's so many people to meet and so many different things to experience that otherwise you probably wouldn't get to.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
So
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
How are you involved?
Guys called us with a bluegrass band.
Okay.
We're a traditional bluegrass band, so that means you have to go back a few years for the traditional music. And me and my brothers have a band, and a cousin who plays banjo, and our bass player. And we've been doing it for 2-3 years now, and we think it's great. We get a big kick out of it. We like the mariachi band. Like we get a kick out of those fellas. So we thoroughly enjoy it, and we hope people enjoy what we do, because we have, we're talking Bill Monroe, Lester Flatt, the old traditional stuff. We do some of the current stuff, but it's the traditional stuff that we like, we enjoy.
Okay, what do you play?
I play the mandolin.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do most of the lead singing. Wow. And they chose me as the front man, so I get to do all the MC work and all that kind of stuff. But I play the mandolin.
Very cool. Talk with us a little bit about being involved in this and kind of what the experience has been like so far, just preparing for this.
Well, basically, as far as preparing, we do what we normally do. We have a little stage show. We used to have an organized list of music we used to do, but we threw that away. We just kind of shoot from the hip, and then we do request. And the neat thing, we just do what we normally do on a stage. But doing it at ASU with the diversity program, we get to meet other performers, like bagpipes and the mariachi band, all these others, that we get to intermix with. That we get to say, they can watch how we do as far as playing and singing, and we get to watch what they do, how they may do a particular chord or an instrument, that they play. So we get to interact with these other cultures, these other groups. Right. It's kind of neat. It's really neat.
Definitely.
I'm sure you can learn a lot from each other, even though you may
Oh,
be
yeah.
playing very different styles and instruments.
Yeah, it's different styles, but yeah, you can learn a lot,
Absolutely.
and we do. We have learned a lot.
Well, it sounds like a great thing to be a part of. About how many people are involved in the diversity celebration?
I would say planning-wise, we probably rely on at least a couple of hundred students and staff and faculty and community members that are somehow connected to Appalachian to pull this event off next Tuesday. And then in terms of attendance, we'll see anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 people come through the Student Union building that day from 3 to about 9 p.m. And I would say age-wise, it's everything from little ones to folks that are in retirement who are trying to enjoy their retirement years, but we keep pulling them back in to keep playing
That's
with
fine.
us. Yeah.
That's fine.
Wow. So now how many people approximately did you have last year and what are you expecting this year?
Yeah, we feel pretty comfortable that in terms of parking and getting through the building and not feeling like it's too crowded, we can accommodate 3,000 to 4,000 people. We probably had around 2,000 to 3,000 people last year. It's kind of hard to tell, to count numbers because again, it's free. There are no tickets required. The parking is available and we've got good signage for that. And I think this year we might try to count plates of food that we might go through as a way to indicate how many folks have come through.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know I tried some of the food last year and it was delicious. What is on the menu this year? Can you
Yeah,
tell
I
us?
brought the menu for you. So,
Perfect.
folks that come through, we have they're called besitos de coco. They're from Puerto Rico,
Okay.
and they're gonna be little kind of like macaroon balls, very delicious. From India, we have palak pad koda. We have Japanese yakitori, which is like a grilled chicken wing, sort of on a stick. Our beverage is a Mexican agua de fresco, which is a watermelon flavored drink. From Syria, we have muhammara, and from Italy, we have hard polenta cake. So we're covering the entire globe here with the food that's going to be available on Tuesday.
Very
Sounds
cool.
good.
I was amazed. I went to something a while back where they were kind of planning the menu, and a lot of work goes into figuring out what dishes you guys are going to serve and all of that. I was really impressed. I didn't realize so much planning went into just that one aspect.
Yeah, so you were probably invited to our taste testing meeting,
Yes.
which none of us missed because it's a taste testing meeting.
Free food.
And so we work very closely with the chef, Dan McDonald, in ASU Food Services, and he'll come up with a variety of options that represent a variety of different geographic regions. All of it has to be food that's hand food. You know, you don't require forks. We try for the diversity celebration to be a very low waste event or zero waste event. And so things like forks and knives are things that we try to avoid. So all the food is very easy to manage. It doesn't spill very much. And so again, we'll try to match the food options with what's represented at the event in terms of either dances or musicians or storytelling, whatever's going on culturally, which we'll try to have food representations of it. So really when you leave, you've hopefully experienced a culture not just in music or in storytelling or in dance, but also in some of the cuisine that's offered in those regions, which is nice.
Yes.
Now, you must be kind of excited about trying all this food.
Oh
too.
yeah, of course.
Oh,
We always do. Oh yeah, we always try the food. You know, we're big fellas, so you know we have a good appetite, so we always try the food. You know.
Don't keep your strength up. to
We,
play all
yeah,
that
yes,
food. Now, you said it's been going on for about 13 years.
Yep.
How much has this grown since it started that first year?
So this event started in one very small room that probably measures 200 or 300 square feet, one very small room in the Student Union. And today we pretty much own the entire building. And actually we've extended past it. There's a big grassy area right outside of the Student Union. And today we're using that space, not today, but on Tuesday we'll be using that space to organize a game of cricket. And cricket is of course a British game. And as Great Britain colonized parts of the world, it's now very popular in Australia and New Zealand and in India. And so one of our professors in the Department of Computer Information Systems, who is from India, is a very avid cricket fan. He's going to come and show us how to play some cricket. So not just in the building, but we're slowly broadening out beyond it. And again, all of it's free. So anyone that just wants to come by and learn how to play cricket, or come inside and listen to some klezmer or some jazz or some traditional bluegrass or some bagpipes or any number of other things, it's a great day to do that.
Definitely.
Very exciting. Well, remind us the day and the times so everyone can attend.
Great. So Tuesday, April the 8th from 3 to 9 p.m. And parking will be available in the River Street parking deck, as well as in the stadium paved lot, which is right next to the football stadium. And we'll have shuttles running all day from those two locations to the building. So anyone that's not familiar with campus, we should have some maps on the website. And also our numbers should be listed. So if you just want to call or come in ahead of time, we'll make sure that everyone feels like they can get in and out on their timelines.
Sounds great. Well, it is a fantastic event. I can say so from experience. Went last year, and it's wonderful. I am planning to attend this year too. I'm excited. Great. Lots of great food, lots of great things to learn about. So thank you guys both so much for coming in to talk with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.